again.
This is the Shadic Zone.
What's good, everybody out there in YouTube? This is your man Shadicstick, dropping some hot faraga on this mic, and today we're going to be talking about the new Sonic Forces news that was unveiled a few days ago. I'm sorry, I just graduated, guys, if you didn't know, so that's why I really didn't feel like dealing with it. On top of that, I've seen the cancerous pit that YouTube and Twitter has become over doggone created characters in a video game. Never had I thought this would be the case for a Sonic game. A game franchise just where a lot of the fans wanted to be able to make their own original Sonic character in a video game, no matter whether it's just the average Sonic fan, some guy who isn't even a Sonic fan, just a gamer in general. You know, a lot of people who aren't really Sonic fans but love video games, or who aren't heavy Sonic fans, are excited about the fact that they can make their own character in a video game. You know, they're like, why are Sonic fans? They're actually asking, why are Sonic fans so upset about a created character in a video game? And I got a question. I mean, I don't have a question, but I have an answer to that. And that's the Sonic standard. Sonic cannot do anything right. No matter what happens, if a Sonic game does it and everybody else does it, it's wrong. You want to put created characters in a game, it's wrong. I don't want to rant, but when you have games like Dragon Ball Xenoverse, say for instance, where the premise of the game is to make your own original Dragon Ball character, or that's a major point in the game, and you could play as other characters, or you could play at least as the main character, main characters from the franchise, what is there to be upset about? You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to make a big deal over it. Another example of just an example of a long-standing video game franchise that added created characters into its ecosystem, or, you know, added created character like features, you know, making your own original characters, is Pokemon. Pokemon in Pokemon X and Y allowed you to customize your character to the upteenth extent. You know, for the first time, you get to change the color of our character. You know, the color of his skin, the color of his eyes, the color of his hair, what kind of hats, you know, shirts, pants, shoes, bags they have. There was a lot of things you could change in that game, and it continued over into, you know, later iterations, not necessarily remakes, but, you know, Sun and Moon. I don't understand why people in the Sonic community are so upset over the fact that you get to make your own character. I know some don't like it. It's okay to not like it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like it. It's just the way people react. They overreact to these things, and it's really not that big of a deal. It's not a big deal at all, to be honest. It shouldn't be a deal at all, because it's freedom in a video game, which I thought everybody liked, but apparently the Sonic community doesn't, because games like GTA, you know, you can create your own character in GTA. While it may not be a part of the main story, you know, you're in the same world and you get to play online with other players, and, you know, you get to see other players' characters. But because it's Sonic, it's different. It's the Sonic standard, because Sonic fans think that Sega makes the game exclusively for them, which they do not. They make it for the gaming community, or just people in general, to buy and enjoy. But enough for that rant. Let me get to my actual opinions on the game. I really like the fact that they're trying something new, and while, you know, I feel that I don't really care for the created character thing, you know, I feel like I'ma like it, because, you know, I like the concept, and from what I've seen, we get to customize a lot. I know we're getting like at least like what 144 accessories, you know, from what I counted on a picture that Blue Paradox uploaded. Hopefully I'll have the screenshot up for you guys. That's via Blue Paradox on Twitter. I counted the little tiles and did math. You know, just know I did my math, and it was, you know, roughly, it's over 100. Just know that. I'm really liking the fact that we're getting this level of customization in a Sonic game. We really haven't seen this before. In Generations, we were able to customize skills, and hopefully that carries over to this game. I hope we get to customize the skills we get for the characters. On top of that, we are using weapons. I I like that idea. We're using weapons. One of the main weapons we see are the whip and the flamethrower. Now, the whip doesn't actually seem like a weapon in and of itself, but I believe it'll function as a weapon also. But what we've seen is that the character can latch on to objects in the environment and basically boost itself to places or swing around to new parts of the map. And that is a really interesting concept, especially when changing from 2D to 3D in Park Avenue. One thing I also have to say is I realized that they're using the same stage for the created character as they did for, you know, Modern Sonic. So are we getting different acts, or is each character gonna go through all the same stages with multiple acts for each different character? That's something I was speculating too. We also get the introduction of a world map, so is it something like Unleashed, which I hope it is, or something like 06 and Adventure, where it was kind of there and barren and lackluster, especially 06. Adventure, I liked the fact that it had a hub world. It just wasn't the best hub world, you know. It was eh. But in Unleashed, they really did a good job, I believe, in my opinion, doing the hub world. And if we get hub worlds like that again in a Sonic game, then I'm really down for that. We also get to see that there are missions. Now, are these missions going to be like just basic objectives that we do through all of the stages and we just have to achieve? Are they going to be like the challenges and generations, or are they going to be the stages themselves? I really want to see what they're doing. On top of that, we got some confirmation of what types of animals we're going to use. We're going to use wolves, dogs, hedgehogs, cats, birds, bears, and something else I forgot. I don't know. I forgot what the last one is. But I'm really glad that we have more than doggone 3 options, because to be honest, if they had implemented something like this, I thought they were giving us only like 3 options, but we're getting 7 from what I know, and I'm glad we're getting a lot of customization here, guys. From what we've seen, we're getting a lot of customization. I don't care what you say, you cannot fault Sonic Team at all here. They're delivering. They are delivering on their end and trying to deliver the best and, as you know, much as an in-depth system as they can do possibly, while making it, you know, work well, I'm assuming, or be streamlined. You know, sometimes too much can be overbearing, admittedly, but I think they're doing as much as they can possibly to make this a great experience. Each different type of animal you have has different abilities. Like the hedgehog can collect rings after getting hit. The other classes can't do that. The bear gets a homing attack. The other classes don't do that. The wolf, say for instance, collects rings automatically. The rings pull in like he's a magnet. This is really cool. On paper, this is really cool. And going back to the gameplay, I hope we get the customize what type of weapon we have, or at least customize the flamethrower that we have, because it looks like they took a lot of inspiration from, say for instance, Ratchet and Clank, and hopefully they implement different weapons like in Ratchet and Clank. And from what I saw from the stage design, it seems like, I don't know if it's going to be linear or not, because we only saw a small 3D section, a 3D portion. We don't know if we're going to get a massive amount of exploration. I can't really speak yet on the 3D portions of the created character gameplay. Now, we did see that we got 2D gameplay, and while I'm not upset, but I'm just like, y'all could have made it all 3D. You know, you don't fix what's not broke. You know, if it works, it works, and I'd rather it be good. You know, you have it be good than them try. I'm assuming they didn't want to mess up, so stick with your guns, Sega. You know, Nintendo is allowed to do it with Mario games. They have generally the same controls, and you know, they change, you know, enough for the game to feel unique or a little bit different from the last game. Do that. That's what you need to do. You keep doing that, so as to, you know, right now you gotta understand, Sega is a company. If they mess up big with Sonic especially, it's downhill. Sonic is dead. So I don't want them to mess up too bad, but you know, I want them to bring something new, and they brought the creative characters and they're trying a bit with this 3D gameplay, so I want to give credit where credit's due. On top of that, you can see that they're incorporating the Wisp gameplay into the 3D characters, and from what we saw, we're getting bursts again from the DS version of Colors, and I'm wondering, are there going to be exclusive Wisps to each type of gameplay? Well, we can only see. Well, you guys can give me your opinions on the gameplay we got. This has been your man Shadicstick. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video out with your friends. And I'm out of here. Make sure you join my Discord down in the description. That's where I talk in when I'm having most of my streams. Like, say for instance, the last time I was streaming, I had a graphic stream. You know, I had people in there. So, you know, just make sure you join. So if you ever see me streaming, maybe you can hop in. Don't be toxic, because I will kick you out. This has been your man Shadicstick, and I'm out. Peace. Kiss, kiss.